If you're a content editor, a copywriter, marketer, strategist, Webflow gives you the power to update content safely without worrying about breaking layouts, styles, or the overall design. You can update text, change out images, add new CMS items, edit SEO content, and so much more. There's no need to ask someone else to do it. You can do it yourself in Webflow. In this lesson, we're taking a high-level look at how editing content in Webflow works. And we'll do this in 5 simple steps. Who can do it? What can you change? We'll make edits in Webflow. We'll do some SEO edits. And finally, we'll look into publishing permissions from the viewpoint of a content editor. Let's start with who can actually edit. Before we do that, here's a list of all the site roles and workspace roles in Webflow. And we're slowly zooming into the content editor role that we'll be focusing on for this video. Okay, that's close enough. Let's break it down. Simply put, any role in Webflow, with the exception of the reviewer role, can edit content. But the content editor role was specifically built for teammates who should only be able to update site content while being restricted from doing design work, building pages, or accessing billing and other settings. So the content editor role, that's our focus. That's who can edit content in Webflow. Let's look into what you can and cannot do as the content editor. With that role, you can edit text, links, images, add and edit CMS items, the navbar menu, tabs, sliders, and more. But what are some of the things you can't do as a content editor? You can't adjust layout or styling, or edit classes or design components. The reason? To make sure you can confidently do the work you need to do without the risk of breaking the site. Alright, now that we know what's possible, let's jump into Webflow and actually make some edits. Let's start with static content. We're here on the site, on the homepage, editing as a content editor. Let's go and change our heading, our H1, to say whatever we need it to be. You want to change an image? Click on the image, select the image icon, and choose the image you want. And while I'm editing, other teammates can work alongside me. They can make changes at the same time as we collaborate in real time. Same idea with links. Click the link, add your URL, connect the correct page you need, or whatever linking you need to do. What about this slider? We need to edit slide 4. And with the slider element selected, we can just click in and edit what we need to do. And when I need to get a review on my changes, I'll go in here to make a comment. I'll write up my comment and tag the people I need review from. And if they don't have a Webflow account, I can grab the shared link so anyone can quickly review and leave feedback without needing a Webflow account. That's just some of the static content. What about dynamic content? As the content editor, you can edit and manage dynamic content from within the CMS, the content management system. Before we do that, what does dynamic content even mean? The content comes from the CMS, and usually a designer or developer creates and designs a collection template layout, and then they connect that collection to the design, all to make it possible and extremely convenient to create multiple pages based on the same design as it gets its dynamic content from the CMS. So for you, the content editor, you can now use the CMS and update things like blog posts, case studies, team profiles, or other content with a consistent layout and structure. Also, in the CMS, you can edit existing items, and you can create new items directly in there, including bulk creation using the CSV import. Once you've done your edits in the CMS, you can always go up here and click on this tiny little preview icon to view the content on that page. But you can also edit right on the page itself. And if you prefer, you can pull up the full CMS item in a field-by-field view and edit or change whatever you need in that collection item. As the content editor, you can also manage the content within the CMS collections at scale. In the CMS, we're here in this CMS collection, you can filter items by status, more on publishing in just a moment, or dates, and even export and import items as CSV, which can be useful for large collections. And finally, if your site has analyze, optimize, and localization, you can make some meaningful work, like understanding your site performance and expand your brand globally. For analyze, you can look into and view analytics. You can create and modify optimized variations and experiences. And you can edit content in multiple different locales manually or use the built-in machine translation. That's a high-level overview of what you can actually edit as the content editor. Let's look at SEO. As the content editor, you can review and update page settings like password protection. SEO, edit and adjust your title tags and meta description. You can even use AI to help you out there if you have that enabled. And Open Graph, where you can select an image from the asset panel before publishing. Which leads us to our last step, publishing permissions. Depending on your workspace setup, you may see this publishing view or this one. Let's start with the first one. But before doing that, let's see how publishing permissions work. First off, all roles, except the reviewer role, can always publish individual CMS items. But full site publishing? That's controlled in the site settings, usually by the admin or the site manager. They can toggle full site publishing on or off for each team member. If you have access, you'll see the option to publish to staging or the main domain. If not, that button is not accessible. And when you're publishing a CMS item, you can publish it right away, queue it for the next full site publish, and even schedule for a future date. In enterprise workspaces, publishing permissions can get more granular, and custom roles can be created that decide whether certain people can publish or not. But the same idea applies. If your role allows it, for example the content editor role, you can publish. If not, you'll see the same thing. The publishing option is not available, and you'll have to ask a designer or admin on your team to publish for you. That was a lot. Let's recap real quick. Who can edit? What can you do? We made edits, optimized for SEO, and published our site or not, all without breaking the site. That's a high-level overview of content editing in Webflow.